Prosecutors say McCarroll is wrapped up in 2 murder for hires and mistaken identity shootings in 2 different Mobile nightclubs.
Yeah, that's right, Byron. Mobile police testifying today that John McCarroll Jr. wasn't the trigger man in the paparazzi club shooting that injured 4 or the bank nightlife club fatal shooting, but he was the man calling the shots.
I ain't do that. They just need somebody to blame. I ain't open fire and shoot no gun, man. They just need somebody to blame.
Part of that statement from John McCarroll Jr. on his way to Metro months ago might be right, according to today's testimony. In an Aniah's Law hearing, evidence presented by Mobile police and prosecutors say McCarroll wasn't the trigger man, but he was behind 2 shootings at 2 Mobile clubs. Witnesses say multiple shots were fired inside. Police say McCarroll and 2 others offered to pay Reginald Fluker $20,000 to kill a man. According to testimony, Fluker told police he fired 4 to 5 times at the guy he thought was the target, but it turned out to be an innocent man named Derek Shavers. And then in November at Paparazzi in downtown Mobile, a detective testified McCarroll gestured at Darius Rouser to kill another rival. But instead, 4 innocent victims were hit by bullets in the packed club, including a woman who was shot in the neck and paralyzed.
My people perish for lack of knowledge. I want to start by saying how grateful I am that I was able to be awakened and come to the realization that the street life is the worst life. I wish I would have never spent one day in the streets. I don't look back on my years in that life with any sort of fondness at all. Because the streets is filled with results like this. Now, you see here, this is an example of the blind leading the blind. These dudes basically fell one behind each other like dominoes. And I really just don't get, first of all, looking at the guy on the screen, you try and hire 2 jackasses that are just completely incompetent. I just don't even get what kind of pool of people were you pulling out of to try and get this done. The fact, that, we're going to set aside the fact that he was actually trying to get people killed, which is the worst thing. But what I guess not even the worst thing, what's even worse is that you got innocent people shot and 1 innocent man killed. Because you, first of all, wanted to do something that you shouldn't have been doing, but then you brought in jackasses that could not even get done what you wanted to get done. You paid them to do a job, and they failed at that job miserably. Not only did they fail, but they actually did the job on the wrong individuals. Twice, 2 different people. That's crazy. You paid 2 different hitmen, and both of those dumbasses fucked up. One of them killed an innocent man. Rest in peace to that man. Gosh, condolences to his family. And it's such a shame that the only compensation they can get is that these guys will go to prison, but it'd be good if they could get some monetary compensation too. That's ridiculous, man. And then the young lady that got hit in the neck and paralyzed. Wow, man. So unfortunate that you go out to have a good time and you are never the same. Your life, your family, it's just never the same. Paralyzed forever by a jackass who just closed his eyes and shot blindly, probably. And again, as always, believe me, one of the guys that he paid told everything, which is good, okay? I'm glad that he snitched on him, that he told the whole thing, get all of them off the streets. It's a little bit safer now, just a little bit, because we all know that this kind of mindset and culture is just being bred. It's just one after the other. But at least these guys are gone, and you cannot put a price on knowledge, on understanding what you're getting into and what the consequences are for doing the things that you do. And also understanding that the consequences are very, very, very likely. You are not likely to get away with this. Now, granted, I do know that there are places, especially in the U.S., some cities where, you could, shoot people. It was like murders were just happening by the hundreds in months, in 1 month. So, I do get that this kind of thing has been, rampant and crazy, but just, having the mindset to go out and do this and be a part of this is the problem. And it's what we need to try to rectify in some way. Now, I by no means am someone that's going to sit here and try and give solutions or recommendations or anything like that. I don't have the answer for this, but I do acknowledge that it is a problem. And this is the result of the street life. Once again, you have lives lost, lives destroyed, families distraught, broken up over what's happened to their loved ones. And not only the one who was killed and the other lady who was paralyzed, but the other people that was just shot. I mean, imagine they have to take time off work, or they have to recover, the mental trauma, everything that's just involved with recovering from something like that. All because of what? A beef or something. So many people are affected by a freaking beef between two individuals. So many lives. Look at this. People that had nothing at all to do with what was going on. One died, one's paralyzed, and a couple more shot. Good thing they got all these people off the street. But damn, man. And this is why we got to think, we got to do better. Got to do better. Because this is what happens when you don't think that you can do better, or when you think that this is all you got, or when you glorify this even. I mean, I'm not even going to say that, maybe they do realize that they could take a different route, maybe a slower route, just work a 9 to 5 or whatever, do little things, make slow money, just appreciate it, learn to appreciate the struggle, to appreciate hard work, patience, have some dignity about your life. But the thing about that is, what I've come to realize is you have to have that like instilled in you, or something has to dramatically shake your life up for you to realize that. And it seems like these young men did not reach that level, or maybe they just decided to continue on with it. And now look at them now. The jackasses of the day, of the month. It's just certainly a shameful place that they are in. Think about their families again. Think about, if they had kids. Just think about their family as well. Not that their family is technically victims, but in a way they kind of are, because they're losing their loved one too, even though their loved one was the one that caused it. So it is what it is. But to all parties involved, I mean, it's just another sad situation. And it's caused because, well, I'm not going to say because, but one of the reasons is just that these guys don't understand, or don't seem to understand, or at the end maybe just don't care, that what they're doing is not only ruining their lives, it's ruining so many other lives. And if they just decided to take a different path, life would be so much better. It would, and it could. And in a lot of cases, it will if you just be patient and believe and work hard. Trust the outcome of your hard work. Don't try to rush to the top, especially in the streets, because you will get knocked all the way back down to the bottom, just like these guys. Till next time, as always, stay safe. Continue to appreciate, to be grateful for everything that you have in this life. Don't take it for granted, because it could all be taken away, or you could give it all away by some stupid action. Not that anyone under the sound of my voice is this stupid, but you don't have to be this stupid. It could be slightly less stupid and still end up in a very bad situation. So we always have to be vigilant, focused, gotta have some vision, gotta have some goals, gotta trust and believe in our potential. Till next time, stay safe, stay free.